Hello, my name is Deborah Rudd, and today I'm going to discuss how to use a 3D printer. This information is for our teachers at our school. First, let's introduce our printer. We currently have a MakerBot Replicator Plus 3D printer. It's currently in our STEM lab. However, we would like for our school to have more use of the 3D printer throughout our curriculum. Currently, the 3D printer is used mainly in technology classes. However, it is time to move forward for the 3D printer to be used throughout the curriculum. In order to do this, we need to learn about the 3D printer. One of the most important parts of a 3D printer is the plate or the build plate. As you can see in this image, it has blue tape on it, and that blue tape is very important. It's blue painter's tape that you can buy anywhere at any hardware store or other places. This blue tape helps you to lift off the object off the plate. Without it, you can't bend the plate when you are removing an object. We will discuss more of this. The other part is the LCD panel. The LCD panel is not a touchscreen, so you must use the dial right here to move within the menu and the buttons at the top and bottom to make selections, as well as the middle of the circle. The other part is the filament, which is the key to the 3D printer. Without the filament, an object cannot be built. Think of the filament like you would think of printer ink. This is what creates the actual designs or objects. If a filament needs to be replaced, please send a technical ticket to me so I may help you replace the filament. Another important part is the extruder. The filament goes through the extruder and comes out. You load the filament into the extruder, and then when you print, the filament is hot and thin-like and creates the design, and it cools almost instantly as it's building. An important safety tip is not to touch the metal bottom of any extruder. It's extremely hot. If you have any problems with your extruder, please send a technical ticket to myself and I'll be happy to help you with the extruder. Filament and the extruder and the printer. So this is the filament in the back part of the actual extruder and the back part of the printer, and the extruder is in here. It's encased, it's locked in, it won't come out, it's not to be touched by any student, and again, any problems, please send a ticket. I will be creating an additional video to show you how to use the printer, but that's the baseline of the parts of the printer. Now, as for the software we use, there are other options, but my most important or my highest recommendation is Tinkercad. Thingiverse is a software for 3D printer created by MakerBot. You could use it. It is an option. I also have provided links here for other 3D printers software, but I recommend Tinkercad. I have found the lessons to be simple, easy to design, and students can correlate it with the skills they gain from Google Drawing, and they can add them to Tinkercad. Plus, Tinkercad has lessons on specifically how to do designs, how to manipulate them, which is a very important part of 3D design. So here is an example of a design that I used or built. Okay. So in another video, we'll talk more about the software. But this is just an example of a build or a design. And then the students love this. This is the key ring we always do each year for different grades. And then when you have the design done, the most important thing you need to do is you need to make sure the students export it, and they need to export it right here. So you're going to export. You're going to click on .stl. And it might take a while for the export to complete depending on the size of the design. And once it's exported, the students will either need to upload it to Google Drive and share the design with you, or to Google Classroom. I have been able to use it in Google Classroom. As you can see, this is where the trees are for and the snowmen that some students have created and they have uploaded, and I've been able to print from there. You just have to download the design from Google Classroom, and it will go to the PC downloads. So once you open up the MakerBot application, which is right here, okay, and then in this slide I'll show you, okay, this is the MakerBot, okay, it looks like this. It's on the desktop, and you can see it right down here. So this is installed on a computer. Now you can insert more than one design on the plate here to print. You do need to select the printer to print it. Once you select it, it will be able to print. So we will show you that in the next video as well. So that concludes this video of learning how to use the 3D printer. In the next video, we will talk more about how to print with the 3D printer. Thank you.